Hello everyone. Today we're going to discuss the summary of chapter 9 from your first flight book, and the name of the chapter is Madam Rides the Bus, and it is written by Valli Kannan. Valli Kannan was a writer, journalist, critic, and he was a translator as well. He wrote number of books including novels, poetry collections, plays, and he was awarded the Sahitya Academy Award for his critical work on modern Tamil poetry. So let's discuss the summary of this story. This story is about a sensitive girl who's 8 years old, and her name is Valli Ammai. She is a curious girl who wants to know about the outside world, which is charming and fascinating. In this story, she was called with her short name, and the name is Valli. She was 8 years old. She wanted to know many things. She would stand in the front doorway of her house. She would see what was happening outside. She had no playmates. To her, the most fascinating thing was the bus that traveled between the village and town. The bus passed through her street at an interval of 1 hour. She always watched a new set of passengers, and it gave her much joy. And after watching the bus for the whole day, a wish came into her mind. She wanted to ride the bus and take its enjoyment. Her wish became stronger, and it turned into a strong desire. She always stared at the people who came down from the bus at the street corner. Even if one of her friends used to ride the bus and tried to describe the sight of the town, Valli felt jealous towards her. She often started shouting, "Proud, proud," but nobody could understand its meaning. It was considered to be an expression of disapproval. So she did not like anybody to talk about the journey of that bus, because till now she couldn't do that. Her strong desire to travel in that bus, Valli gathered all the details about the bus journey from her neighbors. She knew that the town was a distance of 6 miles from her village, and the fare was 30 paise, but it was really a big amount for Valli. She also knew that the time for this journey is for about 35 minutes. And she planned about her journey again and again. And finally, on a fine spring afternoon, Valli left the village. She reached at the bus stop and stood outside the bus. And then she showed some coins to the conductor. The conductor was a man of jovial nature. He told her to board the bus first and take a seat. And being afternoon, there was hardly 6 to 7 passengers in the bus. The conductor offered Valli a front seat, calling others to make way for Madam. There were only 6 to 7 passengers, as you know. They were looking at Valli. They were laughing with the conductor, and Valli felt it insulting, as if they were talking about her and laughing at her. Now Valli studied and experienced everything inside and outside the bus. She found that the seats were really comfortable. It had a beautiful clock above the windscreen. She looked outside, but she had to stand up on the seat because of the curtains on the window. The bus was going along the bank of canal. She saw palm trees, mountains, and blue sky. On the other side, there were green fields. Suddenly, an elderly person asked Valli not to stand up and calling her a child. Valli got angry. She replied proudly that she was not a child. She had paid a full ticket price to the conductor. The conductor was humorous. He told the elderly person that Valli was a grown-up madam. Valli looked at the conductor angrily. She told him that she was not a madam and he had not yet given her the ticket. The conductor finally gave her a ticket. The conductor told Valli to sit comfortably. She should not stand, but Valli said she wanted to. He told her that she would fall and hurt on sharp turns. He called Valli child. At this, Valli said that she was not a child. She told that she was 8 years old. At the next stand, an elderly woman came and sat beside Valli. The woman asked Valli if she was alone. Valli looked at the woman. She had ugly earrings. She had betel nut in her mouth. Betel juice was likely to come out of her mouth. At this, Valli replied that she was alone and had got a ticket. The conductor added the same thing. Valli asked him why he didn't mind his own business, and then she laughed with the conductor. The woman told Valli that it was not proper for her to travel alone. She asked Valli about her house. Valli replied that she need not bother about her. She turned her face towards the window. Valli had saved 60 paise for the bus journey with sacrifices. She had resisted the desire to buy toys, balloons, etc. She had also killed her desire to ride in a merry-go-round. She had planned her first journey for long. She had stood at front of her house to plan about it. The bus now rode across a bare landscape. Trees came running towards them. They rushed when the bus moved. Sometimes the bus seems to strike the oncoming vehicle, but both passed very safely. Suddenly, a cow with raised tail came in front of the bus. The bus slowed to a crawl. The driver sounded the horn again and again, but the cow continued running before the bus. Valli clapped her hands with joy. She laughed and laughed. The conductor told her to save some laughter for the next day. And finally, the bus passed by the side of a railway crossing. There were big and bright shops. There were huge crowd of people. Valli gaped at everything. At last, the bus reached the town and the conductor asked Valli to get down. But she told that she was going back on the same bus. She gave the coin for the ticket to the conductor. The conductor asked Valli what the matter was. Valli told him that it was nothing. She felt like having a bus ride. The conductor asked if she won't have a look at the sight. Valli replied that she was afraid of that. He then asked her if she wasn't afraid to come in the bus. The conductor asked Valli to have a cold drink. Valli told that she had not enough money. The conductor offered her the drink from his own side, but Valli refused to accept the offer. The conductor asked Valli if her mother won't look for her. Valli replied that no one would. They waited for the return journey. The bus started again. There were the same wonderful sights. Valli was not bored, but suddenly she saw a young cow lying dead by the roadside. It had been struck by some fast-moving vehicle. Valli asked the conductor if that dead cow wasn't the same they had seen earlier. The conductor nodded. Valli got sad. The cow had looked earlier lovable and beautiful, but now it looked horrible in its death. And by the end of the journey, the bus moved. The memory of the dead cow haunted Valli. She no longer wanted to see outside. She sat glued to the seat as a sad person. The bus reached the village. Valli told the conductor to see again. The conductor smiled. He told Valli to come and join them whenever she felt like riding the bus, but she must bring the fare with her. On that, Valli laughed and deboarded the bus. But the death of the cow had changed Valli. Valli reached home. She found her aunt living in the south street talking with her mother. She was a real chatterbox. She asked Valli where she had gone. Valli did not reply. She just smiled. Valli heard her mother saying that no one can know about everything. So many things happen. Valli replied in positive. Valli's aunt reacted and said that Valli took interest in things that did not concern her. She behaved as if she were a grown lady. Valli smiled to herself. She didn't want them to understand her smile, and there was not much chance of that either. So this was the story. I hope you understood the chapter very well, and now when you look at the questions of this chapter, it will be easy for you to answer them all.